Hello everybody, hope you all are doing well at home. So in the last video we had discussed about active and passive voice of the present simple tense. Now we will discuss about past simple tense and future tense. The first of all we will discuss about past simple tense. We already know that the formula of past simple tense is subject plus verb second form plus object. So when we change into passive voice, the separately formula is passive subject plus was, were plus man verb third form plus by plus object. So first of all we had to identify the subject and object and verb. Ajay spoke the truth. In the previous video we discussed about the first one is subject, speak is the verb but spoke is the second form of the speak, and the truth is object. When we change into passive voice, the subject will be object and object will be subject. Now change the truth. Take one from was or were. The truth is singular, so we'll take was. The truth was, and the third form of speak is the spoken. The truth was spoken by Ajay. Second example, Rahul wrote this poem. Now change this poem was, and the third form of write is write, wrote and written. The poem was written by Rahul. It's very simple guys, so don't take any kind of stress. Just follow the formula and change from active voice to passive voice. Now come to past continuous tense. We know that the formula of past continuous tense is subject plus was or were plus man verb first form plus ing plus object. But when we change into active voice, so if you remember that in the previous video we had discussed about that if the tense is continuous then we will use being, and if the tense is perfect then we'll use been. So this is the continuous tense, so we will use been. Now look at the formula of passive voice. Passive subject plus was were plus being plus man verb third form plus by plus object. Now change. He was writing a letter. So he is the subject, writing is the verb, a letter is object, and words is the helping verb. Now change into passive voice. A letter was being written by him. Now come to the second example. Someone was reading the Ramayana. The Ramayana was being read. So there is no need to put by someone as we discussed in the previous video. Now come to the next, past perfect tense. We know the formula: subject plus had plus verb third form plus object. So we already discussed that in the past perfect tense the verb third form is already given. If we change into passive voice, the structure will be passive subject plus had been plus main verb third form plus by plus object. He had written a letter. He is the subject, a letter is object, written is the verb third form, and had is the helping verb. We know that subject will be object and object will be subject in the passive voice. Now change. A letter had been written by him. The players had won the match. Now change into passive voice. The match had been won by the players. Guys, the players is the subject here. The match is the object. Won is the verb and had is the helping verb. So do not be confused in this. Now guys, the last point, change according to the tense in simple future tense. We know that the formula of future tense is subject plus will shall plus verb first form plus object. When we change into passive voice, the structure will be subject, passive subject plus shall be plus will be plus main verb third form plus by plus object. The postman will deliver the letter. As we already know that the subject and object we can identify easily. The postman is the subject, the letter is the object, will is the helping verb, and deliver is the main verb first form. When we change into passive voice, just go with the formula. Passive subject means the letter will be. Now the third form of deliver is delivered. Delivered by the postman. Now come to the second example. He will teach me. So when we change, I shall be. Now the third form of teach is taught. Taught by him. Next example. No one will answer your question. Now change. Your question will not be answered. Will not be answered. No need to put by no one. Now the last tense, future perfect tense. Future continuous tense cannot be changed from active voice to passive voice. Now the next is future perfect tense. As we know that the formula of future tense, future perfect tense is subject plus shall have plus will have plus main verb third form plus object. When we change into passive voice, the structure of passive voice will be, I am writing here guys, passive subject plus shall or will plus have been plus main verb third form plus by plus object. Now change the example active voice into passive voice. They will have built the house. Now change the house will have been built. The house will have been built. Just go with the formula. The chemist will have closed the shop by 10 o'clock. When we change into passive voice, the shop will have been closed by the chemist by 10 o'clock. Just go with the formula, students.